It's time for Bravo with Sheila, a place to be enlightened, a place to be built up, and always a place to remember that when nothing changes, nothing changes. Hello, 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 hello. Welcome, everyone, to the Bravo with Sheila Network. We are excited as usual. So very excited to be here. I hope that you are excited. I got all type of things going on. My sign is gone. I'm moving stuff around, but we are here. I hope that you are well. It's a cool day, kind of a nice 45-degree day here over here in the East Coast in the great New York City. And we are doing what we do when it's this season. We're dealing with it. How are you? Take that right hand, left hand, put it around your heart, your mind, your soul, and give yourself a bravo. I hope you got a cool beverage, a hot beverage, whatever you need to sit back, kick back, and just enjoy. I got one of my favorite people in the house. My favorite people in the house. No stranger to this place, no stranger to this platform. Listen, her name is Karen, but let me add it, Karen in Ghana. Listen, aren't you excited? She is back for the first time in the new year. Haven't seen her since last year. So excited to have her back. We're going to chop it up. We're going to talk. And you know what she does all the time? She gives us an update on what is going on in her life and in Ghana, in her part of the world. She's never still. She's always building. She's always shaking and moving. Listen, I'm going to bring her up so we can chat because you know I do not like to keep her long. It's around 8 p.m. in Ghana. It's 3 p.m. here in the East Coast. So that's why we shifted this time so that we would be able to accommodate my dear sister. And so listen, let's just go and bring her. I'm just going to bring her up. I'm just going to bring my sister up. Hey, Karen.
I wasn't ready.
You weren't ready. Oh my God.
I was trying to send you that thing in a JPEG, but I'm sending it to you now.
Put the website. You took the website down too.
Yeah, because when I did, I couldn't hear you when I left it up.
You don't have to. I'm just going to show it as a slide.
No, I said I couldn't hear you.
Oh, well, put it back up. The website.
All right.
Put it back up and I will show it. So she's not ready. I'm going to drop her down for a second. Give her a couple of minutes. Let's give her a couple of minutes. How have you been? Let's see who's in the chat, who's up. I don't call it the bushes. I call it the balcony or the expensive seats, the orchestra seats, the balcony. You may have bought an expensive ticket or you just may be there. I know you guys in the YouTube streets call it the bushes. I don't like the bushes. That means you lurking and lurking. Long as you hitting that like button, I'm okay with you and you're okay with me. It is free 99. Listen, let's see what we got going on here in the chat. We have the one and only Bravette, the one from the inception of this show, the one and only best moderator in this YouTube streets. And Ania is in the house and she is welcoming me, but I'm welcoming her. I am saying hello to Ine. Oh my goodness, my goodness, my goodness. And we have, okay, we have, guess who we have here? Africaba. We have the construction management services. This is her company. We're going to be talking. We got Kayla Goodman in the house. Oh my goodness. She says, hey, Auntie. She's always coming strong with her family. And then there, you know how we do here at Bravo. We in the chat, we talk to each other. We at people like at Enania, how are you? At Kayla Goodman, how are you? We at people here. Oh my goodness, just like this, what Ine just did. This is how we do over here in the chat here. And so listen, we have Let's Talk a Better Life in the house. Hey, hey, hey. It's so good to see you. Oh my goodness. Thank you for being here. So good to see you. We're going to have a great time. This is the continuation of the Africa series. This is session or series, whatever episode number 11. I think it's number 11. We have been tracking through Africa since 2023. Yes, yes, brother Clarence is in the house, and that's wonderful. Those of you who know him, go ahead and like and subscribe to his channel. Those of you who don't know, like and subscribe to his channel. I'm talking about powerful information over there. He keeps it real. He teaches. He has a heart for people. And so go ahead over there. Those of you in the chat, I want you to go over and I want you to subscribe to his channel. Please be so kind to do that. So I think my sister is ready now. I'm not sure. I'm going to bring her up, see if she's ready. You ready,
I'm
sis?
ready.
All right.
I'm
I
ready.
still don't see the website, but hey,
I know. I sent you the link because just in case I can't hear you, I want, I'll come back.
you will be able to hear me if you put the website up because it's going to be on the screen.
Oh,
Just try
okay.
to put it back where you had it and you'll see what I'm talking about. Just
All
drop
right.
it right back there and we'll see how it works out. So listen, I see it coming. There it is. Let's just leave it right there. Let's leave it
Okay.
right there. Welcome, Karen in Ghana. Oh my God, my sister, how are you doing? I haven't seen you since 2023. What is
I
going
know.
on? What's going on, girl?
I am doing well. I am doing well, extremely busy, um, as usual, but it's the Most High took it up a notch for me. So I've been really, really busy since December,
Wow.
in January especially, and just the last week, just like crazy busy.
Yeah.
But it's
You
all
know,
good. It's all
it's
good.
it's
I praise
all
the Most
I know you do, and I still
High.
have, which I might pull up some of the things your past, some of the things that you have had going on, like your what you were building. I have a lot of that still in my drop down here, I believe. And we might
Okay.
be able to pull some things up. I think if I see them to show people what you've been going. For instance, we have this, Karen. You see, we have that. We have so many things
Oh yeah.
that you have
And
were showing.
yeah, we have completed. I don't know if when I was here last had we completed the temporary office and the storage
This
and a
was
place
the
for.
office. This was the office.
Oh, is that what you have, man? It's completed now, and I don't have a picture of it for you, but I can get it. I can do it if you just let me
Yeah.
maneuver while we're talking.
That's okay.
So
That's okay. I want people to understand that we've been taking a journey with you, and the journey has
yes,
been from the way back in the beginning of a lot of the building, even people coming to Africa, where your family and certain people have been buying the plots and building, and so it's been an awesome time. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Let me remove that and let me get rid of this so that I don't cloud up the space here. So yeah, so tell me, the last time I think you were on, we closed the new year out together. It was in December. It was in December, and you were doing so
yeah.
many things. So give us a update, Karen, on what you've been doing. Hello, Von Eric. Where's
Okay,
your
so
faith? Go ahead, sweetie.
Okay, so since we talked last, we have put boreholes in the ground for 5 people. So there's a video in Karen and Ghana. Some of you might have already seen it. It came out last week showing that, and that was really successful. We had to a borehole, for those who may not know, is like a well, but it's like with pipes. They take the pipes and they go down into the ground, and they have to go down far enough to hit water, right? So the fortunate part for us is that when they hit water on our land, the water is clean and pristine, so you can drink it. You don't have to buy bottled water, which is huge, because where I am now, I have to do that, and I know a lot of people in the states do the same.
Right.
So we were able to do that, and so we go down. I can't remember. It's like 140 feet down into the ground.
Wow.
So yeah, but we were able to get those done for me, which I don't know if I told you guys, I'll be starting to build my
Yes.
house there
Yes.
in
And
a
your
week. So,
sisters, your
yeah,
sisters are going to be right on the side. You'll be in the middle of both of
yes,
your
on either
sisters. They
side.
have
Yep,
bought plots. Yes.
yes. So that is awesome. And then my daughters are there, so family is coming. Family is coming, and I'm really excited about that. So we did that. We were able to um, purchase, and I don't know if I told you guys this last time, we had 50 more plots that we purchased.
Hmm.
And so out of those 50 plots, let me see if I have let me see real quick on this.
Yes. They are
I just
building,
I just want
building,
to
building.
show you guys, like, I don't know
Oh,
if you can even see it, but out of
yeah.
the 50 plots, we are already like halfway sold.
Wow.
And this has only been in like a month and a half.
And the plots are
So
still going for like 3,000, 2,500. Are they still at that
the
rate?
the total price right now is 3,100, and that includes the
Oh,
the
per
electric
plot.
grid, right, and the farmers, the money for the farmers. So that includes everything,
That's so
not
awesome.
just the land, but it includes the clearing, right, the site plan, the indenture, the columns that they put up to demarcate, and the demarcation with the surveyor. So
Yes.
all that's included in that cost.
Yes.
And so
Yes.
Um, so I think the biggest testimony came just a couple of weeks ago when we had 25, maybe 20 something people showed up. They Some of them
Yeah.
were in South Africa, and then they left there and they came to Ghana, and then there were some who met them here in Ghana when they got here. So
Yeah. I
they
spoke to you
all
that
came.
day. You were waiting for the
Yes, yes.
bus. You were out on the property waiting for the bus to come when I spoke to you that day. Uh-oh. She'll be back. She'll be back. She'll be back. She'll be back.
Oh, you break a little.
There you are. There you are. There you are. You froze for a
Okay.
second.
Yeah.
Yeah, you froze. So
Yeah.
that day that I spoke to you, they did show up. And okay, tell us what happened
Yes.
with that. Tell us.
Oh my goodness, it was amazing to have so many people come at one time, and they all came together.
She's
Some of them, Emmanuel and started
you're
cooking
you're breaking up, Karen.
food for them. So we prepared a meal for them, and that really went nice. Queen Moy, she lives across from me. Some of you might have seen her on earlier YouTube videos. She came, and then Nana Kosar, who is the chief of Inyabo, which is near Accra,
Mm.
and Queen Moy was talking to them, and it was just a really beautiful experience to see. She got to share with them some of what the Most High has called her to do, and they asked a lot of questions about Ghana and about the diaspora and stuff like that. It was really nice. That was really nice. And then the next day, some of them were going to Kumasi, so which is like 5 hours away from Cape Coast. but they wanted to, when they came back, they called sort of and it was like, can we come to the land? So we had two couples that went with us Thursday night and evening, and we went out to the land and showed them the land.
Hmm.
Very
In-
impressed, very so
internet
very
is
impressed.
Your internet is a little unstable today, which is
And
unusual.
Ricky,
Which is unusual. Your
they
internet
had already purchased three
can't even
plots
hear
from
me.
us, and they got to come and see their land.
Wow,
Uh-oh.
that's awesome. Karen, can you hear me?
Yes,
Yeah, your internet is a
I can
little
hear you now.
unstable.
Yeah,
Your internet is a little unstable
yeah.
today. Today.
I don't
Yeah.
know what. All right, let
Use
me see if I can get the my small router, and maybe that will help.
Okay. All right.
All right, so you guys can
Yeah.
just talk while I go run and get that.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So she
Okay.
will be back. She will be back. And I'm going to drop her down for a second and just chat with you for a moment. Yeah, I'm going to see if I can pull up. Some of you may have not seen some of the work that they have been doing. I think I still have something sitting here inside of saved. I think I showed you already. Well, let's look at this beautiful sky. Let's look at that beautiful sky in Ghana. Beautiful, beautiful, and beautiful. Yes. And there's so much work. And since I've spoken to her and since last year, so many people have went and bought plots. $3,100. $3,100. The electricity, the farming price. I'm telling you, they are running over there. I mean, God opened a big door for her to be able to be the person to be the trailblazer to allow people to come from the States and to build, whether you're building to live there, whether you're building to create Airbnbs, to create a business, whatever it is. She is the go to person, her and her company, and it's just been great having her to share with us the information from how she came from the US and was going there just to live. And then finally, the people who built her house or whatever, she got involved with the construction, and people started calling her to see how she navigated. Now, most of the land back in 2000 during COVID, I believe, when it was the return home, it was a return home signal that was sent out across the world for African Americans and for those of us to come back home to Africa. And they were giving certain chiefs in certain parts of Ghana and Africa as well, was giving land away free land. And so Karen kind of keyed in to that and then began to, I don't know, it was just destined for her to start giving information. People started coming over and she hooked up with Emmanuel. Emmanuel is her partner in the construction company. And they began to link up and began to share information. And thus began the company, and thus began her helping people to buy plots of land. And a lot of people say, well, I don't want to live in Africa. I don't want to go there. Well, I would submit to you to travel to Africa and to visit. Just do a visit, do a drive by, do a drive by. I have been, and I am planning on going back, positioning myself, because my thing is, if I can get some plots, which her and I have been talking about buying the plots, and then I can leave it as generational wealth for my children, grandchildren, whatever. I know Karen is my age and she's over there building. Sometimes, they say the last will be greater than the former years, your beginning years. And she has begun to do a great work over there in Africa. And so I'm really, really proud of her. She's given so much information to people in the States. And you heard her say how many people, they had a busload of people to come over the other day. And for $3,100 for your one plot, and the plot is big, you can build on a plot. And I want to show this now. I did show it a few minutes ago. This was her temporary office. You should see it now. This is when she was on here in 2023. This is like her fifth or sixth time on the platform. So we've taken a journey with her. And you guys just heard her talk about all that she's doing. She's having a problem right now. I guess she'll get back on in a second. But I am telling you that this has been such a wonderful journey with Karen and Ghana and all that she's doing. You heard her say they just put down the piping. It went 140 feet into the ground, and there's water. They tapped into water when there you are, sis. I was
Yes.
telling them about the drilling that I watched the other day, where because
Okay.
you're in a house that you built now, right? So that's going to be a house you're going to
Yeah.
convert eventually, like you said, into an Airbnb. But then you have
Right.
some other land, and your sister has bought land, both your sisters, your children. You have your grandson living with you. And so welcome back. Your connection is much more stable now, I believe.
Oh, good.
And so
Good.
you were sharing about, I think you were sharing about the people that came over in the bus,
Right.
and
Right.
you were showing them the land. I was sharing with the people how much it costs to get applied and what they could do, and how you start the beginning of something. Not necessarily all people going to move to Ghana, but if they visit Ghana, like you went over there just to live, you went over there to
Yeah.
chill, retire, and you wind up being this great businesswoman. You know, your steps are ordered by the Lord, girl. And
Yes,
you
yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. So yeah, so the people had purchased 3 plots, and so when they came, they brought 2 of their daughters with them, and a niece and a friend, and one of the daughter's husbands. So we all gathered over at the land, and they were so excited. I mean, I'm excited for people to watch that video, because you will feel the excitement, and just understand, for some people, how it feels to come to the motherland, to come home, so to speak, right? They even had their shofar, and they blew the shofar on the land, and they prayed, and it was just a wonderful experience. And I'm excited for you guys to experience that. Denise says she thinks that it will be out tonight. She's trying to get that video out later today. I say
good.
tonight for me, but later today for
Yeah.
you guys.
Well, it's nighttime already. It's like 8, it's almost 8:30 there now, right now. We got
Yeah.
David Hunt in the house. I do want to acknowledge that David Hunt, Karen, you would love his station. It comes on, we're up 6 a.m. in the morning, Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. He's a minstrel and a singer. And I mean,
Oh.
when I tell you the beauty of the mornings and the moment, hanging out there, it's a
Mhm.
little village of us that come on, David Hunt. And he also has begun to make his pre-recorded videos. When I tell you he is a minstrel, anointed, beautiful kickback. Listen, when you get an opportunity, just go to his channel and listen
Yeah.
to some of his music, David Hunt. Mhm. And
I
he
would love to
plays
see
such
that.
beautiful, beautiful music. He's a believer. He's anointed, and he's a great heart. He has a great heart. So just tap in, tap in. And Nay is saying, I had invited Ine over one morning. She's been there since. She's become a moderator over there.
Oh, really?
She's yeah. Yes. So tell us a little bit more. Well, you know what? Let's greet some. We have your children, of course, in the house. I think let's start from the top, because you and I have been chatting as we always do. Before we continue, let's chat a little bit with some of the people that are in the building We have, of course, we have your company here. We have
Yeah.
your company in the house. Is that Emmanuel? Is that Emmanuel?
No,
Or did you put that
that's
up?
me.
You put that
That's
up. All right.
Yeah, that's me. I put that up today.
Okay. And we got Kayla. She said, Auntie.
Yeah.
Got Kayla in the building, and Nay, of course, is being the one and only. I tell you, she is the best moderator. She is the original bravette over here in these YouTube streets. She is my day one. She's been with me to ride or die, no matter what. And Nay is going to be here. And so,
That's great.
Karen, she's yes, yes, yes. And this gentleman also has an incredible channel. Karen. Let's talk the better Black life. Go and subscribe to
Hmm.
him and help push, push, push. That's what we do. We push, push, push,
Yes.
not in the bush. We push, push, push. You remember that song? Do you remember that in the BC days? Push, push in the bush. You remember that? You don't remember that?
I don't
That was the
remember that one,
disco.
girl.
That was the disco days. I'm dating myself and got the one and
Yeah,
only my
Kim
heart.
might Kim might know that
Kim
one.
might
I
know
don't
that
know.
song. Kim might know. We got Vaughn Eric. Where's your faith? I love this dude. I love this guy. He is here. He is here. He is here. Thank you so much, all of you. We're going to finish our conversation because I do not like to keep Karen late. That's why we changed it to an early day live, 3 o'clock for us, 8 o'clock for her. Coming on at 7 was not working. Emmanuel, we used to be nodding off. We used
Yeah. And
so
he
yeah,
wanted to be on, but he worked so late today. They're helping to put up a fence around the beautiful home that we call it, right? So they were doing that up until dark. So
yeah. Y'all
yeah,
work. Listen, you are working overtime now. Karen, tell us
yeah.
about it. Tell us more. Tell us more. You are built. I
Okay.
mean, are you guys building like I'm watching, and you tell me how you're building, and then when I go look at the growth, the roads, and the people that are coming
Yeah.
to get these plots, tell us more about where you are now, what you're doing.
Okay, so I was saying that the people that came, there was the mom and her husband, I mean mom and dad, and then the two daughters. They both said that they're going to purchase land. They want to be near their mom. So and then the niece said that she's going to get land too there. After coming there, they were like, "Oh, we got to do this." So they are already planning this big compound, where the mom is like, no, y'all not going to be that close to me. Get a plot somewhere else. But they're like, no, we're going to all be together. So that was exciting, just to see how much, and they're young, they're, much young people. And
Mhm.
they were talking about how they want to bring young people to Ghana,
Oh,
so that
okay.
was really exciting. That
Yeah,
was
because
exciting.
there's going to be a lot of community building and everything. Karen, I wanted to ask you this because of course, I live a lot of times on the African stations and YouTubers learning and understanding what's going on in Kenya and all these different places. But from what I've been hearing, they remember when we first started the series, there was an exodus to Ghana, right? There was an exodus
Yes,
from the
yes,
US to Ghana.
yes,
But I've been hearing lately that there's an exodus where Americans are leaving Ghana for several reasons. They didn't plan it out properly. They
yes.
thought they could come there and get rich quick. They thought, that they could come without a steady income before they get on their feet.
Right,
So they said
right.
now that there's and they also said that the Ghanaians don't really like Americans too much, but again, I guess the custom is different as well. So this is a two-part question. Let's start with the exodus. Do you see, being that you're there, that there's an exodus of people returning back to the US?
I don't see that, but I'm not
Okay.
saying that it's not happening. Maybe mostly like maybe more in Accra, where the prices are high because Accra is comparable to like New York in the States, right? So you can live in North Carolina and you can live a nice life, right? Or you can move to Manhattan and you are going to barely be able to get by because you're going to pay 3 times for the rent and things
Correct.
like that. So you know how
Correct.
it is in the big city. So
Correct.
if unless you have that kind of income, yes, when you come, it could be hard for you.
Okay.
And especially if you don't plan, right? If you come, if you would you move anywhere? I mean, we just have to think about this sometimes. Would you move anywhere, even in the States, if you didn't have a job or if you didn't have a way to get income to pay your rent? So sometimes, I think it's almost like somebody said this, that when people land in Ghana, it's like they check their mind at the door or something because it's like they're here, And so I think for some people, it's the culture shock, right? Um, for most of them, it's that they didn't plan well.
Mm-hmm.
right? They came with maybe $5,000, and they think that that's going to, they're going to be able to sustain. Now, but they could get a place to rent for a year for maybe 900 for the whole year, so they could have a whole year there, right? And
Mm-hmm.
then, but then after that, their money is going to start to dwindle.
Mm-hmm.
So I think from what I have seen on YouTube, and I could be wrong, you can tell me if I am, the people who are talking about this mass exodus
Mm-hmm.
don't live in Ghana,
Mm-hmm.
right? They're in the US, they're in Kenya, they're in Uganda, and
Mm-hmm.
they're talking about what's going on in Ghana. In Ghana, so they're not here. They're
Right.
just taking a few people who may have been disgruntled or unhappy, and they're, it's, to me, it's clickbait, just trying to get, because right now it sounds good. I'm not saying that
Yeah.
people aren't leaving, but I'm telling you from where I sit at the Pan African Village, the people are coming. They're coming.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's
And
a couple on YouTube. I forgot their name. They moved to Ghana, I mean to Kenya. African American couple, and they answer questions like, don't believe the hype. This is what it is, and they give
yeah.
you the pointers of the do's and the don'ts. You
Yes.
can do
Yes.
this, but if you come there, they really, really educate you. As a matter of fact, they have promised to come on the platform, to come on
Oh,
and,
good.
and
Good.
chat with me at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, a lot of folks are saying, and then those that are returning are being honest to tell you why they
Yes.
why they
Yes.
left. There's another couple that I really give kudos to, is the DIY farm. Have you seen her and her husband?
Yes, I have. Yes.
Yeah, how they
Mm-hmm.
built the farm, and they're building
Yeah.
and building construction and doing well as a young couple. And she's an
Yes.
American that came and got blessed with a wonderful husband. And it just so happened that they have a lot in common, and their construction, I mean, they are building. So I watched them and,
Yeah.
give them their kudos. But yeah, I
Yeah.
just wanted to ask you about that because I know you're there. And I didn't know if it was like a mass, like people just leaving. I didn't think that it was on that level. Yeah.
No, so I think it would be comparable to someone saying that um, there's a mass exodus of people leaving Texas for
Mhm.
whatever reason, right? Could be because they don't want, because of the immigrants, or, maybe they, job, or they don't have money, or they're going to move to a place where. So you're taking one small, area, or one group of people, small group of people, and plastering and saying that people are leaving the United States,
Right.
right?
Right.
So there's
Yeah.
people are mass leaving the United States, but it's only a couple few people in
Yeah.
Texas. You
Yeah.
see, so we just
That
have to
makes
kind
sense.
of balance it,
That makes
because in
sense.
other areas people are coming. You know, um, there are people who are leaving Ghana and going maybe to another African country, and to me that's great.
Yeah.
If they choose to move to another country uh, in in Africa,
Yeah.
because Ghana is not going to be for everyone. The
Right.
cultures are different.
Right. Well,
So but
yeah.
my heart goes out to those who come with expectation, and
Mhm.
then life gets in the way, and then they're not able to maintain it. My heart goes out to them, and most of them that I've seen or heard are not bitter. They, like you say, they acknowledge that they didn't plan well,
Exactly.
or
Exactly.
something may have happened. Sometimes they get scammed,
Right.
and
Oh,
that's
yeah.
really
I've heard a
sad.
couple of stories,
Yeah,
with single women that came over, but they are
right,
actually in Accra, right? And they're in that fast
yeah,
life and that lane, and so it's a lot going
right,
on,
right,
where she was sharing, but she's lesson learned, lesson learned. But thank God
yeah,
for someone like you, that God has called you to be a trailblazer. Had no idea
yeah.
that this was gonna be your assignment. How many
No,
people are you really so far helping? You have I mean, there's so many people that you're getting ready to build for, and so
oh
many people
man,
that you've built already for. I mean, your house, I wish you had a picture of your house, that when you moved there, how you built your house for $70,000. I mean, it was a little
yeah,
bit more, but
yes,
basically
it
the
was.
foundation, It was
Mm-hmm.
$70,000 and it's beautiful. Two entrances, just incredible. Your furniture was built in
Yep.
Africa. I wish
Yep.
you had a
All my
picture to
friends were
show so I could
in
show the
Ghana.
folks the picture of your
Yeah.
house.
Maybe next time I'll have pictures to show because I didn't
Yeah.
do that this time because I had the website I was going to do, and there was one other thing I wanted to talk about.
Well, you
But
took
yeah,
the
we have,
website down again, Karen. You took the website down again when you left. It went off. Can you
yeah.
put
Let
it
me
up
put it
one
back
more
up.
time and then we'll take a look and then I'll let you flow.
Okay, so we have about I haven't counted them all together, but maybe about 30 different people or who have purchased plots now.
Mhm.
And some of them have purchased more than others. So we have sold so far like 65 plots.
Wow.
Yeah, and I'd say that in the last week and a half, um, maybe
Wow.
seven people purchased in just the last week and a half.
Wow.
So it's
It's
amazing.
taken off. It's taken off,
Yeah,
off.
yeah. So let me talk a little bit about this first before I put the web. I mean
Please
the
do.
website
Be my
in
guest.
Ghana. Yeah, I think this is just good information for people to know. In Ghana, there are two seasons. You have the wet season and the dry season. And so, starting around May, the end of May, I mean, the end of April, May, sometimes it could go all the way to the end of May through up to August, you have your rainy season.
Mhm.
And that's where like it rains just about every day. Sometimes it'll rain 20 minutes and then that's it. And the sun comes out and dries it up. Sometimes it might rain all day, and
Mhm.
that can become problematic because if you know anything about Ghana, the roads are not that great, especially the side roads. So that could be an issue for people. But you have your rainy season or your wet season, and then you have your dry season, and then after August through October, you have that what they call the latter rain. So you have the former rain and the latter rain, right?
Mhm.
So people plant their crops around August, September because they know they're going to get some more rain, and then that's when those beautiful crops just pop up. And
Mhm.
then for the dry season, that's when they're doing all their harvesting, and the fruit and everything is just so wonderful here. So but I wanted to explain that. But in the midst of the dry season is something that's called harmattan, Harmattan. Harmattan is when the dust comes from the Sahara Desert way up north, and it blows and it comes all the way throughout Ghana, and it becomes very dusty from like around the end of November through January, and it's still
Wow.
going on a little bit in February. So you have this dust that settles on everything. So it's sort of like pollen in the U.S.,
Pollen.
like in
That's what I'm thinking.
yeah. But this dust just comes from the Sahara Desert. It just blows every year around this time. So people with asthma or sinus problems or itchy, watery eyes. You can have all those kind of things going on for the dry season. But Harmattan, so somebody was saying one of the good things about Harmattan is that your clothes dry quicker, right? Because it's so cloudy, sometimes the sun, it kind of shields you from the sun, so it's a little cooler. It gets cool um, to them. Oh, so Emmanuel is here.
I see he just popped on. Let's greet him real
Yeah.
quick. Hello, Emmanuel. I wish you were here on camera. You wanted, I can drop the link. I can drop the link. You can pop right up. It's so real.
His
Just join us.
internet is really bad where he is, so I don't think
Okay.
he's going to do it. That's why he's probably not doing that. But
Okay.
if he has
Hello,
the link,
Emmanuel. This is her partner. Okay.
yeah.
Carry on about the dust.
Okay, so that's what happens. So it can cause people to have, like a lot of coughing. So you should drink more water. But I was going to say that it gets cool too because the dust makes it a bit overcast, so the sun doesn't get, through. And so for the Ghanaians, this is like they're kind of cold. It gets cold to them, but to me, it's like, yes, I can relax a little
Yeah.
bit because I'm not sweating profusely every time I come out the door. So I
Right.
just wanted to share that
That was good
with you guys.
information.
Just something for you to be aware of if you're planning to come to Ghana.
Oh yeah, the season to travel there. I think I was
Yeah.
there
Yeah.
in August, if I remember
Okay.
correctly. I think I was in either August or September.
Hmm.
Yeah. Got to get back over that
You
way. Got to get
probably
back over there.
missed the rainy season, probably, right? You were
Yeah, it
right in
didn't
there.
rain. Yeah, it wasn't. I think it rained one time when I was there. I was
Okay.
there for maybe 3 weeks or 2 or 3 weeks, I believe. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
but it was
Okay.
beautiful. I had an incredible time.
I'm going to bring up the
Yeah,
website now.
yeah, do that, do
So
that.
just for those that just to say, we just started, we just completed our website, not even maybe 3 weeks ago, and we're just real excited. The lady that we got to do it for us did an exceptional job, and so we have it out there now. So I don't know if you can see it.
I can. I'm gonna add it to the stage.
Okay.
Let's see. Also, it's a moving web, building dreams in Africa. Okay, it's moving. It's a moving web. I
Yeah,
don't have to
this
click
part.
slide. It's not slides. Okay,
No, I think I'll
okay.
be able to because I'm sharing. So is it
Yeah,
moving from?
it's
Okay.
moving, but can you
Okay.
okay, can you manage
Yes.
it? Okay, and talk
Yes, I
about
will.
it. Okay.
Yep. Yep. So this first page just talks about welcome to the family reunion and just kind of talking about Africa Bar. It shows, you know, who we are and how, who we have to, on our team. So we have, BB and we have Ebenezer and Barnabas as our team. And so go down here. We talk about services that we offer and you can click. So what we suggest is that you do a consultation with me first, right? So that you can talk about what it is you want to do. You can get a clear understanding of all the costs because sometimes people need to understand that it's not just the price of the land because you can come to Ghana and you can get land up for a lot less than what we're offering, but then you're going to have to pay for everything else like your clearing, your surveyor, your demarcation, your site plan, all of that. So what we did was we just added it all together so that it's one amount that you have to pay and we manage all of that for you because when people come like for the Pan-African village they have to find someone to do all those things for them.
Nice.
And then this is just talking about our building communities, our social responsibility, and how we help with the village that we're in. We do local we take opportunity to support them in different ways. So we help them like with a borehole. We help the other king who we purchased our recent land from. We're helping him build the palace,
Oh,
complete his palace, and that's real exciting too. So
yeah.
that's out there on our YouTube video as well. You'll see some of that as well. So this is just showing some of our clients that we have. And then here is a video I would like to recommend that you watch because this is Emmanuel really talking about how Africa Bar got started, what our vision is, and things like that. So it's important to me that people take the time to understand what they're getting into when they come to Africa Bar because we are a true community. We're not like a subdivision where you just come and everybody buy their thing and then everybody's separated and doing whatever they want to do. You don't have to participate in the community, but we are building a community where everybody um, works together. So certain things like the electric grid, everybody's got to put into that. to have electricity because there's no electricity on the land. It's not like in the States where everything is already there. You
Mhm.
know, if we have we put in the roads, and so at some point we're going to need support to continue to do those kinds of things. And that's what I mean when I say we are a true community. We are
Mhm.
doing this from the ground up together
Mhm.
as a family.
That's awesome.
And so I'll show you um, our what the next tab is community. So I'll just show you a little bit of this.
Okay.
It's taking a minute to come up.
It's okay.
Uh,
Okay.
I don't know. It's not just
It's probably
maybe I
not
won't.
gonna play.
Nope, that's still not it. Oh, here it is.
Oh,
Welcome to our family. Yeah, it's
okay.
coming up. So here we're showing our first community. As you know, when we first started building,
Mhm.
we started with the Hebrews heritage because
Mhm.
me being Hebrew Israelite, and I knew a lot of other Israelites who wanted to come, and so that was our first community. And that community, as you know, is already sold out.
Mhm.
Phase one and phase two is sold out. So we are now in phase three because we were able to acquire that additional land I told you about.
Right.
So it says here that we have 10 left, but we really actually have more like 20, 25 left in
Okay.
that section. Um, but some great news, and I know Emmanuel is on the call, so I'll just share that we were able to negotiate with the king and for another 150 plots. So all praises to the Most High.
Oh my God, Karen.
Yes, yes. And so I
Congratulations, sis.
thank you. This is really something. It's really something. And the King Omar, I'm gonna mess up his name, Omaesi. He is a very very kind, decent man, and he is really impressed with what we're doing as as a community, and how we are helping with our social responsibility, helping his village, and
Nice.
so he's very um, eager to assist us and to help us to grow. So that's really a blessing. So
That's awesome. Bravo. Thank you, Lord. Yes.
yes, yes, I'm just so grateful for that. So what we're going to do with these additional plots is we're going to create this other community called Africa Ba Azefo, which means privileged group. And so this is going to be for anyone of African descent who wants to come, where the first part was our Hebrew heritage village, right? So this one we're doing a little bit different because what we want to do here is we want to provide um, like four different sections in this community where like if you want a one-story home with a flat roof, they're going to all be in a particular village. And I'll show you the different villages that we have here. So the plot map is kind of small, but you can see over here it says the Great Return Village, um, the Emancipation Village, the Kwame Nkrumah Village, and the Sankofa Village. So we have these four different villages within the community, and they are just going to be showing what the different styles of homes are. So one story home design will be the Great Return Village, right? So this is all one story hip roof homes.
Mhm.
And if you want that style, then you would be in the Great Return Village. And
Mhm.
then the Emancipation Village is one level but flat roof. So then that would
Mhm.
be, you could say I'm in the Emancipation Village, and people kind of know, okay, she's in that village with the flat roof. Um, and then the two-story home design. Oh, I might be going. Okay, it's the Kwame Nkrumah Village, and this one is the two-story with the hip roof, right?
Mhm.
And so that's where if you want to get a bigger home, two-story, then you'll be in that particular village. And
Mm-hmm.
then for the final one would be the Sankofa Village, which is a two-story flat roof. And these are just samples of
Right.
houses, right?
Nice though.
Not,
Very nice.
yeah, yeah, I really like this one. Not saying that you have to have this exact style, but it's the roof that's going to make the difference and the story, if it's
Okay.
going to be one story or two story.
Mm-hmm.
And so this is just a little bit more information about that. So that's kind of what I wanted to show. And I think the rest
Yes.
of it is just talking about the services that we offer. And so that was just when I said early on where you would get a consult first, and then when you're ready to build, then you would sit with Emmanuel, BB, and I, and talk about, where you want to build. Now,
Right.
for those people who are still in the, phase 3 of Hebrews Heritage, they aren't held to the 4 villages. However, we are encouraging them to use the same designs of the homes.
Mm-hmm. Six is
Right.
uniformity. Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
So
It's wonderful.
this just talks about, that the price increased February 1st. And
Mm-hmm.
so the land is now 2,200 instead of 2,000. And
Yeah.
then, like I said, with the cost of for the farmers for their crops or trees, and then the electric grid, it'll bring it up to 3,100.
Yes. That's still a wonderful price.
It is, and to know that you're going to be in a community where we've already done the main road, and we have completed a lot of the inner roads, and now that we've gotten the additional plots, we're going to be plowing through and opening up that road to the rest of the land. So it's really an exciting time
I'm
for us.
so
So
excited for you. I tell you,
yeah.
this is like breaking news. This is so wonderful. We hear so many things that don't give us a smile, but this is major. This is major, my sister. I'm so proud of you. I just laugh at your story, how you went there just to retire. So you thought.
So I thought. So I thought.
So you
So
so you thought. And I know it's getting late. I know we're going to pop over to the chat one more time. But before we do that, I don't like to keep you because I know you rise and shine early. You put your hard hat on and your vest on, and you be hitting those streets, them Ghana streets, doing what you got to do. And not
yeah.
The whole, but the whole realm of where you are, you and Emmanuel. I look at you, I feel, check out with a little hard hat and a little vest on doing her thing. I love it. I so love
Thank
it.
you. Thank you.
And
So on the
before,
personal side, let me catch you
go
guys
ahead.
up on that. On the personal side, I have been working with a personal trainer,
Oh,
and I am
I saw you in the gym with your
you see me,
grandson.
girl, I was
I
pumping. I
see
was
you
pumping.
with your grandson.
So me and CJ, my grandson, so he is really buff now. I mean, he's walking around like, yes, really looking good. So CJ, he's my 18-year-old grandson. He's going to be going back to the States. Actually, he leaves on Thursday. And
Okay.
he's
Your
going to
buddy
go
is
back to,
leaving you. Your buddy is leaving
yes,
you.
yes, man. I don't want him to go, but I understand, he's going to go back home to family, and he's not taking everything because he's planning to return, but he wants to go back to, he said to work and save money so that he can come back better prepared.
Okay.
Right? So we talked about that, right? So
Yep.
he wants to
Definitely.
do this. He wants to do it on his own. So I'm really proud of him, and he has a plan and a vision. So I'm just
Okay.
excited about that.
Amen.
And as some of you, he said, I'm encouraging him to go back to the gym. You got to do it. You got to do it.
Was that
So
David Hunt? David Hunt, you
yeah,
encouraging me
yeah.
to Yes.
So
Yes.
my other grandson, Zay, I don't know if you guys saw where he got married.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here. We appreciate you. We
Oh,
appreciate
she's got
you.
to go
Thank you
back to
so
work.
much.
Yeah,
Thank you for being
yeah.
here. So go ahead, your other grandson.
He got married.
Oh, okay.
Yes, yes. Xavion got married, so his wife now, Tia, she came from the States, and they had a small wedding, and it was beautiful,
Oh,
beautiful.
nice.
And now, yes. So I don't know if I mentioned to you guys that we purchased a small restaurant. Did
No,
I talk about that?
you didn't tell me that.
Girl,
No.
I told you so much, so much. So we purchased a small restaurant. Queen Moy had a Jamaican restaurant, and she was doing very well with it. But now that she's queen and she's traveling all the time, she wasn't able to keep it up. So I purchased it from her, and so now I'm passing it on to Zay and Tia, um,
Oh,
to help them to get a good start. For the
nice.
vibes. Yeah.
Nice.
So
Nice.
they're going to
Nice.
run. They're going to run it. They're starting. They want to start with like juices and smoothies, and then maybe do something simple like um, hot dogs or fried egg sandwiches, grilled cheese, stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
For the diaspora, and because there's a lot of them in the area where the restaurant's going to be.
So
So
nice.
they should be opening sometime. We're hoping sometime in February. So we're
That's
getting
awesome,
everything.
Karen.
Yeah, yeah. So I'll have pictures of that.
Generational wealth. Generational wealth.
Yeah, yeah.
Legacy.
So
Do your thing.
it is just really a lot. Like I said, a lot of great things happening. So I'm looking forward to that opening up. The name of it is The Spot.
I like it. The
Because it's just a
spot.
little spot, a little place,
Yes,
but it's
that,
called
and you
The
can
Spot.
remember it, and you can remember the name.
Yes, yes. And so it's going to be in a Cebu, very close to where the Pan African Village is, and so that's where a lot of our
Nice.
guys born
Bravo,
are.
bravo,
Yeah,
bravo,
yeah.
bravo, bravo. I
So
love
we'll
it.
keep you guys posted on that.
Please do. Please do. Oh, wow,
Yeah.
Karen, thank you so much. Before we leave out of here, because we're at our 1 hour, I always promise to keep you 1 hour. And I'd like to just say congratulations. This is spotlighting you. We tried to put the flyer up. When she comes back, we'll put it up. Put it up.
Okay, I sent it to you. I don't know if you can get it in your email
I can try, but
at
it's
this.
gonna take a minute. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
This is Happy Black History Month, Karen. Karen King, this is something you want to share about this a little bit. This is a member series,
Sure.
the Africaba CMS founding member, and it talks about, let me just say this, welcome to the Spotlight Member Series. We are highlighting our founding members during Black History Month. Enjoy the global Black excellence at the ADCCCCI member series and join us today at www.adccci.org. Tell us a little bit about this before you leave us.
Okay, sure. So this organization, that it's the African Diaspora Collective Chamber of Commerce and Industry. So the lady, her name is Davisha. She's the one who started this some years ago, but is based here in Ghana. And
Mhm.
so I attended, and you might remember when I attended um, a women's empowerment kind
Yep.
of event in Accra,
Yep.
and she's the one who put that on. And so she was just starting to ramp up the ADCCCI, and so I became one of the founding members. And so by doing that, then they will spotlight you. You get opportunities to present your services and things like that. And so I
Yeah.
just again just thank the Most High, because to me it's another opportunity to
Yeah.
get the word out and to be able to give back, right? To Because they do
Absolutely.
a lot of volunteer things, and they all of the different people
Absolutely.
that's a part of it, it really broadens the scope
Yes.
of what we're doing. So
Absolutely.
I
Listen.
was really pleased to see that. I didn't know that she was going to do that. I was the first one that she did. So
Congratulations. That's
yeah,
awesome.
thank
Karen,
you.
listen, it's your season. When it's your season, it's your
Yeah,
season, right? When
yeah,
it's your time,
yeah,
it's your time, right? And
yeah.
no one can do anything about that but celebrate you. When it's your
Right.
time, it's your time. When it's your season,
Yeah,
it's your season. And I'm just loving it. And I thank God that you're walking in it. and you're enjoying the moment, right? They say
Thank
our
you. Thank
latter
you. Thank
days are
you.
going to be better than our former days. So, sometimes
Yeah.
people don't understand what that means. God starts to turn on stuff in your older age. You be like, wait, hold up. Why didn't you do this little early on? Like, it's like, what are you
Right.
doing? What are
That's
you
why I
doing?
was like,
Like,
I got to get to the gym. I got to get some, get some strength so I
yeah,
can keep up with
listen,
what's going
I'm
on.
telling you, like for me, and I didn't tell you that, you know how God just dropped downloads on you. I started a homemade soup business. And I'm telling you, Karen, I have sold out every time we have done deliveries, pre orders.
Oh,
And I'm sitting here saying, Lord, show me how to do this. So I have this all organic, all natural, organic bean soup, navy bean soup.
oh,
I
man.
have a 3 bean plant-based organic chili, and I have a
Oh,
vegetable soup, and I'm getting ready to do a red bean kidney. So I'm sitting and people are buying, and I'm getting texts, and they want 3 and 4 at a time. And so the Lord kept prompting me, go, I've been like, "Oh, I'm not gonna go ask, can I put it in any stores?" Well, he kept poking and poking. I went into this beautiful store in my neighborhood, and I've been going in there for, since the onset of it. And the guy and I is like, really, really, we click. Like, how you doing? That kind of thing. My aunt always
yeah.
said, when you're nice to people, people are nice to you. I
Yes.
approach him, we start talking, we share. Long story short, I'm launching my soup in the supermarket on Saturday. Like, how?
Really? Well,
Yes.
bravo to you. Bravo to you, sis.
That's
That's
what I'm
okay.
telling you. Like, wait a minute, God. Wait, I'm kind of old now. You want me like, dude, wait a minute. So
No,
yes, I am.
you're not old. You're just mature.
I know, but you know what I mean, like moving and
I know what
shaking
you
and
mean. Yes.
listen. So now the soup, I have a launch date on Saturday. People have been buying it, and he's going to put it on the shelf. And the difference with my soup, it's a sea moss soup. So every soup I make has sea moss in it, right?
Oh man, how nice.
Yes, so that makes the difference, right? And it has been just blowing my mind how this is happening. And I stopped in the store today, and he's like, "Are you ready? Are you excited?" I'm like, "Yeah." So he was like, "You're a great person." I said, "So are you." He says, "I'm even going to put you on the marquee outside." And I'm
Oh
getting all these
wow.
texts from people that have eaten the soup and like, "I need 3 bean soups. I need this. I need that." So I'm excited. So as you're talking about the things that's going on, as we encourage people that it's never too late, just keep your ear to the
That's right.
Lord. Just keep your
That's
ear
right.
and understand and pay attention with your spiritual eyes what God is doing. The download,
That's
sit
right.
in it. You got to sit in it and realize, okay, what does this mean? What is this for? How am I supposed to get this for? Because as you give such as you are, someone else is there to catch it, receive it,
Yes.
and move
Yes.
forward. So I just wanted to share that when it happens, which means, of course the music is still going on in my counseling and all those different branches that God give us. Some people just have a lot of branches. That's why you could be so
Yes.
confused. Like, what am I supposed to be doing? But when he proves it and shows you how the dots to be connected, we just have to pay attention and not always be in the natural realm and see
That's
what the
right.
spirit realm is downloading, right? So,
Yes. Yes.
sis, I thank you so very much for being here. Before you go, we are going to just say something to the chat before we rock out of here because
Yes.
we rock out of here. And I know you'll be back next month because you promised once a month
Yep.
you will be
That's right.
back next month. And I'm so excited for you. We will talk again off camera like we always do. Let's see what some of the folks is saying before we leave. As a matter of fact, let's play. As a matter of fact, there's 14 of you guys on. There are 11 thumbs up. Please. There's 13 in the push in the bush, up in the balcony. 13 of you. I
Mhm.
hope you hit that thumbs up. And those of you in the chat, I know
Yes.
you already hit the thumbs up. I don't even have to ask you. So before we go, we're going to rock out with something and we're going to put some comments up as we go. Thank you so very much for being Karen. I love you so much.
Sure, I
Emmanuel,
love you too.
Emmanuel, I know you're watching. I know you're right there. Let's take this down for a second. Emmanuel, thank you so much for pulling my sister out of her comfort zone and putting that construction hat on her
Yes.
and stretching and stretching and stretching her.
Woo.
You were appointed by God, by Yah, to collect
Yes.
everything that He has done in her and now push her forward. She's a smart woman. So we thank you, Emmanuel. To your children that are in the chat, God bless you. Those of you in the chat, God bless you. Listen, thank you for being here on this Tuesday afternoon. This happens to be our 7 p.m. show. So I will not be back at 7 p.m. I got to get in there and make some soup. How about that? I got to get to working. I have to get to working. Thank you so
I
much,
wish you
all
could
of you.
send it. I know you can't ship it. It'll be too expensive and it won't
Well,
work. But
well,
when you
we
come, you're going to make me some soup.
okay, got it. It's a deal. It's a deal. It's a deal. It's a deal. It's a
Yeah.
deal. It's a deal. Here we go. Here we go. Let's see these comments before we rock out, Karen. Hey.
Okay.
Vaughn Eric in the house on the track. Hey. All right, let's put some of these comments up. Here we go, Karen.
Okay. Okay. I think that clapping is for you. Oh. Madasi. Oh, yes, CJ has grown up so much. He is so proud. Oh, oh, crazy. Pig. That's my new name, Pig. Thank you, Madasi. About that. Gotta do it. Yes, it is. It is
Thank
so
you,
real.
Emmanuel.
Oh, she said she remembered that song you were talking about.
Yes.